How did my testes help develop my female body? Let's talk about it. I have complete androgen insensitivity syndrome. We've talked about this a ton. I had testes, like testicles, like typically seen in males. They were removed when I was 15, but a lot of you have asked what would have happened if we didn't remove them, or how did those testes help your body, or what did they do for you? So I wanted to break it down for everybody from birth, what the testes did. So before birth, when I was still in the womb, I had testes in my abdomen, right? In my tiny little dots inside of me. Those testes produced a hormone called AMH, which told my body not to make a uterus, essentially. Now, these testes also produced male levels of testosterone, like the amount of testosterone a typical male would receive. But my body cannot respond to any. It's like my body, the cells, can't hear the testosterone. So my body completely ignored the testosterone. Now, since I couldn't respond to the testosterone, I couldn't develop the male parts inside or outside. And instead, my body developed what they call on the default path. And the default path is female. So then let's fast forward to puberty. I had developed like a typical girl. So by the time I was like going through puberty, middle school age, whatever, my testes in my abdomen were producing the typical level of testosterone that a male at my age would produce, someone with XY chromosomes would produce. But since my body can't hear the testosterone, can't respond to it, it instead converted almost all of it into estrogen, which is how I developed breasts, hips, and other female characteristics. So in short, my testes were like an estrogen factory inside my abdomen. We typically think of testes or testicles as like a male thing, right? Like those are for boys. They produce your testosterone. But for me, they produced all of my estrogen, and they were the reason I developed female, essentially. They were removed when I was 15 because girls don't have testes. Now, a lot of people want to argue, well, you get a higher risk for cancer when you have testes in your abdomen. That has kind of been debunked, especially with women with CAIS, and we're seeing that educated doctors and educated hospitals, when they come across a patient with AIS, are rarely recommending the testes to be removed at this point because they don't really need to. Instead, you can monitor them. Now, mine were removed because we didn't have that education then, but now we do. So if you or someone you know is diagnosed with an intersex condition, complete androgen insensitivity syndrome, and they're urged to have the testes removed upon first glance or first look, just send them to my page. Okay.